and welcome back to my channel, or if you're new here, hello and welcome. So today I'm here to talk about something very exciting that I have finally done and planned, and I just wanted to share the news with you guys because it's been a lifelong dream for me to do something like this. So I finally booked my first trip to Disneyland Paris. If you guys know me at all, if some of you who know me on a personal level have known me for many years, you will know that if someone says to me, where's your dream holiday, where do you want to go on holiday, my first answer has always been to go to Disneyland Paris or to Disneyland in America. And now at the age of 34, I've been able to afford to book me and my husband a trip to Disneyland Paris, and we're going on my birthday, which I can't even comprehend. When I booked it, I just got so emotional, and I got not upset, but I got really happy, started crying. My husband was like, it's fine, very excited, we've done it now. But yeah, it's basically been a dream of mine since I was very little. I've been a Disney fan since I was born, basically. Like, I grew up in a family very film TV orientated, and so when I discovered Disney, it became like a lot of people's childhood. It became a very important part of their life, and for me it was a big escapism. There were so many people characters that I could kind of familiarize myself with, especially Belle. Not like falling in love with a beast, but in the sense of growing up and being a bit weird. And it's the same with like Ariel, like Little Mermaid, growing up and being the odd one out in your family and no one really understanding you or your personality or who you are. And I felt like watching these movies has been a big staple of my life. And I, like I mentioned, I've never been able to afford to go on holiday to Disneyland. Growing up, we didn't have much money because I grew up in a council estate, and I grew up with a family who couldn't really afford much. So any time we ever went away was to Pakistan to visit my family, and that was more like for weddings or for special occasions and stuff like that. So I never got a holiday in my childhood, and that's not me giving you an emotional story. It's just telling you a bit about me, because I don't really talk about my childhood much on my channel. Not that it's important part of makeup, but to kind of get to know me as a person, to kind of how I've been brought up and my life itself. But all these years that I've been working, I've been constantly just trying my best to save my money to do something like this. Obviously, living a normal everyday life is not, going to Disneyland is not as important as being able to pay my bills or being able to eat, basically. And the reason I could really afford this, I can't really talk too much about it because it's a legal thing, but some people know the situation of what I've been through recently when it comes to work and personal life and all that. But the fact is, I've been able to pay the full amount, so I didn't have to pay in a deposit, and I'd have to pay in bits. And I've never been in this situation before, and I just felt like I want to just talk about my trip because it's not until November, but it's 34 years in the making, if that makes any sense. So I've been for years, I've been watching vlogs and looking at pictures of Disneyland Paris, and even again the American ones. I've been watching so many YouTube channels. There is a channel that I watch religiously, which is Adam Hatton. He is a friend of a really good friend of mine. It's a small world, and basically I watch his vlogs. He goes to Paris quite frequently. He goes to the Orlando one very frequently, and of course me watching these videos, I just try and manifest myself being there. But I do love watching people go to these places and in the future plan out my own trip. But the thing is, no matter how many times I watch them, I'm kind of okay, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to go here, I want to eat here, I want to do this. I know what I'm like when I get there on the day. I don't want to do things in order. I want to just enjoy myself. We're going for 3 days, so we're going on the Monday, and then we're coming back on Wednesday. So we're coming back on Wednesday, which is my actual birthday. But to be honest, we get to spend the whole day at the park because I booked through Magic Break. So I've done a lot of research as to different companies that give you like good deals and things like that, because I didn't want to spend like so much money on an experience that probably wasn't going to be worth spending so much money for, if that makes any sense. So especially with like, actually no, I didn't order through Magic Break, so what am I talking about? I ordered through the Disneyland website themselves because they did a whole package. So with them you can order Eurostar, you could do hotel, you could do parks, and it all comes as one price, which I really think if you are planning to do a trip anytime soon, do it, like, do your research. Don't be like, okay, I'll book this separately, it will just cost too much money, I feel. And the thing is, we're going like off season, so we're going just as Halloween is finished and just before Christmas is going to start, just because I want to go during a quiet time, because I cannot deal with my first time going to be during a holiday season, because I don't want to stand for hours in a queue. I don't want to be sweating my ass off. I don't want to be rushing places. I want to actually take it all in. Although we probably won't be able to do absolutely everything, I still want to do as much as I can. So on the Monday we'll get there in the afternoon, and then on Wednesday we'll be leaving in the evening. So on my birthday I at least get to spend my day in the park, which is probably what I have dreamed for so many years. We're going to be staying at the Hotel Cheyenne, which is essentially a Western themed. It's only because I have been again, I mentioned Adam Hatton's videos because they stayed there very recently. So I think it might have been February that him and his friend Gary went, and they stayed at the Hotel Cheyenne, and they said it was amazing, and it's now one of their favorites, and it's one of the more affordable hotels to stay in, just because it's like 20-minute walk to the park itself, but you can get a free shuttle bus, and when you get to the train station, that's where Disneyland actually is, so you don't have to travel this way, that way. But if you are coming by aeroplane, for example, you will be obviously going to a different like part of Paris, so you will have to travel. But if you're coming by Eurostar, it will stop literally right outside the park, and that's just perfect for me because I don't want to be planning to go from this place and that place and this place. It'll just be too much anxiety for me. But yeah, I just don't even know how to like contain my excitement. I've been thinking about it every day. I've downloaded the Disney app on my phone. I've not really been looking at it because there's not much I can do on there, because it gives you like wait times, and it tells you like places you can eat and places you can do this, but you can't reserve any like dinner or food places for a while. At least I think it's like 2 months before your actual travel, which is fine because I don't really plan to do a lot of like high-end dining. I mean, to go for the first time, obviously you want to make it a memorable experience, but I think it will be anyway. Like, I was looking at the different prices for places and the food and the rides and this and that. I already know what rides I want to go on. I'm looking forward to going on the Little Mermaid ride, of course, and the Peter Pan one. Even though Peter Pan is not one of my favourite films, it's definitely a ride that looks like so much fun, because you get to sit in these little chairs that look like the ship, I think, and you get to like navigate around the actual film, and especially with the Little Mermaid, you sit in like a little shell and you get to see again the theme of the film, and that's just what I'm so excited about. I know there's 2 parks there. I don't know if the package includes both parks. I think it does, because it's like you can go to 2 parks as much as you want throughout the 3 days. So it's definitely a package that I'm very happy that I found, because again, there's so many websites to look and to get some good deals, but I felt like we got a really good deal. I don't really know what else to talk about apart from just how excited I am. I haven't bought anything for the trip yet, because it is still, I'd say, about 5 months away, because I mean there's going to be a lot happening before I move. Before that, I'm going to be moving, hopefully, so I don't need to buy stuff for that trip until I like move in somewhere, because I want to buy a Disney themed like suitcase, I need to buy more clothes, I need to buy this, I need to buy that. I need some advice from you guys as well. Like if you do go to Disney and you buy things from like your home area to like go there, please tell me where you get your ears from, where you buy certain things from, because I know Primark has a lot of good stuff as well. I really want to buy like their suitcases. I'm very excited about that, especially Disney ears. I know they sell them on Shop Disney, but if anywhere who is like an independent brand, they make them themselves. I'm really intrigued to see. One of my friends on like Instagram has already forwarded me somewhere, so I will definitely have a look at those. I just want to have like the best experience I can, so if anyone has any advice, please send them my way. I have been watching so many videos of people talk about what to put in your bag, what to like do on certain days, and this and this and that, and yeah, it's just going to be a very overwhelming experience, but I know it's going to be worth it because I've waited 34 years for it. So before I get emotional, like I just don't know, I'm just very excited and I'm very nervous about it because I get very anxious all the time anyway, because I'm like, something's going to happen, something's going to go wrong, it's going to ruin it. But that's just how I am. I don't ever think of the positive, I just think about the anxiety and the madness of it all. But I know I deserve this. It's been like 6-7 years since I've been on holiday, since I've been like anywhere, and that's not even just like, it's more of a financial thing and just more about, I know obviously COVID, that was like 2 years, but even prior to that, like 5 years without going on holiday, I've left like London, I've been out of London, but I just haven't been to another part of the world that I really just want to experience. And I feel like my time has come to experience something a bit different, and the fact that I get to have my husband with me, who is just my favorite person in the whole world, is always encouraging me to like just embrace everything that I love, especially when it comes to Disney. Like he is a big Disney fan as well, and the fact that we get to share it together. And on my birthday as well, I'm really tempted to book a character breakfast for my birthday. I might do that. If you've done it before, please let me know, because I really want to know. I want to experience the best of what I can. But yeah, I would appreciate any advice, and I'm sorry if I've rambled on too much, chat a load of shit, but I just really wanted to talk about it. And just, yeah, I'll be talking about it a lot on my channel kind of leading up to it, because I don't know if I want to vlog it because I don't have a camera, I just have my phone, but you know, circumstances might change. And yeah, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys have enjoyed this video. I'll probably do more talking videos like in the future, just on random things. And yeah, please don't forget to like and subscribe, because I film and upload every time I get a chance to. Don't forget to follow me on any of my social medias, because I'm always active on there. I'm always posting lots of pictures about things that I do, and I hope you guys are doing really well, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye bye.